Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and our elders of Great Millstone for teaching us His truth to rule well. I saw this video that a brother put up, so I'm going to get some scriptures, show the video, and then finish off with the book of Joel. So this is Isaiah 47:1. It says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit in the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate." All right. Right now you have this pandemic that's still going around. Austin's going to be on lockdown a second time. They're talking about locking it down again. You have here in Austin, you have a lot of bridges, that say F the police. You have a lot of people that on social media that are standing up to the protests, saying, being biased, and then you have those people that are protesting going too far. It's a lot of things that are happening right now, man. So we gotta stay tuned with the prophecies, like the elders always say, because that's all we do. So in Isaiah 47:1, it's talking about America. All right. It's talking about America. So America is Babylon, that daughter of the Chaldeans, all right, that virgin daughter of Babylon, because mystery Babylon is the daughter of Babylon, meaning America. It's not talking about ancient Babylon. You see, it's talking about future Babylon. There hasn't been a future Babylon. Iraq, with Saddam Hussein, he tried to build a second Babylon, but it didn't happen because it wasn't meant to be in the same place. All right, this Babylon is elsewhere. This Babylon is here in America. It was America's time to rule, and that's why the French couldn't stand up to it. The Portuguese couldn't stand up to America. The Spanish and the English, all right, none of them could stand up to America. Even though they were once considered as greats, and Great Britain was the great at its time, of the time of America, all right, but then the power was given to America, and that's why Great Britain, the seventh head, all right, couldn't stand up to America, because America is the eighth. It was his time to rule, or her time to rule, So it says, down in verse 1, it says, "For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate." All right, and if you see now, you have all these other nations that back then, they used to respect America, man. They would look at America with respect because of the power that America showed, because of the fierceness that it showed, because of what it stood for, or what it showed the world that it stood for. So a lot of people looked up to America. Now you have all these other countries, they don't look up to America anymore, man. You have these Edomite nations out in Europe, the bottomless pit. All right, you have all these nations that pity America. They hate America. Not pity, they hate America. And they hate Americans. Back then, whenever you would travel abroad, and I've heard this numerous times by different people. All right, back then, whenever they would go abroad or study abroad, or visit, when they would go to these other countries out in Europe, and they found out you were American, they would respect you. And now they look at you in disgust. You know? Because it's no longer a tender and delicate place. You know? Nobody wants to come to America. You know, you don't have these Italians trying to migrate to America and these Europeans trying to come and live a better life, because they know that America's over. It's done. It's on its way out. You know? And no other nation is going to take America but Israel through the Lord Yahushua. You know? So it says, take the millstones and grind meal, uncover the locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. All right, because all your truth are being seen. You know, with all those places that America sets up as colonies or as places, you know, for their military. You know, they pass over the sea. You know, and these things are being seen by these nations, and that's why these nations hate America. You know, because they see that America is good for nothing, man. You know, it's just a liar and a deceiver. That's all America is, man. They go to these other nations and claim it's for democracy, you know, claim that it's, you know, for righteousness, when in reality it's for personal use, you know, for the natural resources, man. They always make those movies about the aliens that invade different planets for natural resources, all right? When in reality, it's much like the movie Avatar, you know, with the blue natives, all right? In that movie Avatar, the white man is a terrorist, man. You know, going onto these different planets, you know, to consume resource, killing whatever life they have to kill in order to fulfill their lust, you know, money. And that's why that movie didn't win an Oscar, because it told the truth. You know, it went up against, I forgot what other movie it went up against, you know, but that other movie ended up winning. And that other movie didn't even make, you know, as much as this one made. Didn't make such an impact like that movie Avatar did, you know. And that guy's name was Jake. You know, the main character's name is Jake. And we know Jake to be Jacob. All right. And he became the leader of Jake, which is who? Yahushua, man. You know, but it was portrayed by a so-called white person. You know, but the spiritual meaning is there. You know. And those Americans, all right, all they think about is militant. You know, all they are is militant. They think about, you know, guns. They think about terrorizing people. You know? So when it says, take the millstones and grind the meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, and pass over the rivers, that's talking about you, Esau. All right? Because we see who you are. We know who you are, man. We see right through you. You know? You pass over the rivers. What's that scripture? Neither keepeth he at home. You know? It's talking about Esau Edom, man. He doesn't stay at home. All right? He's always wanting to meddle in other people's businesses, man. Why? Because he's worried about his business. He wants his business to flourish. All right? So he sends out agents, all right, in order to investigate. You know, and then if they have to, they instigate. You know, that's what America's all about, man. And that's why people have seen it. And that's why nobody sees you as tender and delicate. It says, thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance. I will not meet thee as a man. You see, so when Yahushua comes back, when Yahweh comes back, it ain't going to be anything pretty, man. The Most High is coming back with vengeance. All right? The Most High is coming back to destroy. There isn't going to be a fair fight. You know? You know, for the brothers or the listeners that are into something like Star Wars, you know, you have these lightsaber fights, you know, and they're pretty cool. All right. But you have one, all right, which is the first one was Obi-Wan versus he went up against Darth Maul. All right. And when they went up against each other, all right, Obi-Wan won. You know, it took him a while, but he won. And then at the end of you know, in a full cycle, Obi-Wan was old, Darth Maul was old, and they met up again. All right, and then they went up against each other, and Obi-Wan won, but he didn't win like he won, you know, at first, which was, you know, just through skill. It was just through you know, through his passion. He didn't win through that the second time. The second time he won through wit, through wisdom. All right, he was old, he had gray hairs. All right, he was experienced. It was quick. You know, he wasn't playing anymore, man, because he was protecting you know, the chosen one, which is Luke Skywalker, you know. But in that same fashion, WWIII is coming back and he's protecting his elect. And he's not going to come back to have fun and, you know, toy around and, you know, see who has more skill. No, man, he's coming back with a definite slaughter. You know, this is it. This is what you get, man. You know. So when WWIII comes back, all right, it ain't going to be a fair fight. He's not going to meet you as a man and see who has more skill, more gun power. You know, it's not going to be any of that, man. You know, when he comes back, it's going to be straight to the point. All right. Death, destruction. That's it. You know, like Obi-Wan took out Darth Maul. It was quick. All right. It literally only lasted about 3 seconds. You know, it only lasted 3 seconds for him to take him out permanently. And that's what WWIII is going to do. You know, WWIII is going to come back. And what will he do if it's already kindled? All right, he's going to come back during World War III, you know, like scriptures say. So let's get that. What if it already be kindled? Luke 12:49, I come to send fire on the earth, all right, which is what? You know, destruction. It says, and what will I if it be already kindled? All right, when WWIII comes back, there's already going to be a war going, man. That's why in the book of Ezra, all right, in the book of Ezra, it tells you how all the nations are going to turn away from fighting each other, and they're going to look up and try and fight against WWIII. Why? Because he's coming in chariots, man. You know, it says, but I have a baptism to be baptized with. And how am I straitened till I be accomplished? Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth? I tell you, nay, but rather division. All right, WWIII is coming back, not to get everybody together and sing kumbaya. WWIII is coming back for his elect, which are separate from everybody else, man. And separate means holy. You know? So if you want to be holy, you got to separate yourself from this world, man. You see? It says, verse 52, for from henceforth there shall be 5 in one house divided, 3 against 2, and 2 against 3. All right? Because there's going to be believers in the house, all right? And there's going to be unbelievers in the house, man. You know? So WWIII is letting you know, man. There's going to be a fire that is not going to be kindled, man. So let me go to this now.
Supersonic. So the airflow moving through this thing is supersonic, and they're saying that they have now developed an engine that can operate for an extended period of time. Now, before this wasn't possible because it was burning up. Now they have advancements in heat-resistant materials and the cooling of the engine. You need all that to hit at least 3,800 miles per hour. So apparently they're claiming this is big time. The hypersonic stuff can bypass traditional stuff like our missile defense system called THAAD. Our U.S. military is aware of that, and they say that they have things in the works to counter it. Just nothing out here for the people to see. So, for what it's worth, I wanted to make mention, because China's been making all these leaps and bounds militarily.
Alright, so I went ahead and looked up U.S. Missile Defense System THAAD. Alright, it says Terminal High Altitude Area Defense, formerly Theater High Altitude Area Defense, is an American anti-ballistic missile defense system designed to shoot down short, medium, and intermediate range ballistic missiles in their terminal phase by intercepting with a hit to kill approach. All right, so this is the system that the U.S. has. All right, and they said that they're going to find something in order to counter, these new hypersonic ballistic missiles, man, which are able to move out of the way. All right, this is something that Russia had been talking about and China had been talking about for a long time, man. So from there, let me go over here into the book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of Yahweh cometh, for it is nigh at hand. All right, and this is going to happen, during World War III, man. During World War III, all right, in the midst of World War III, people are going to be looking left and right, trying to find the prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. Because they know that the end is coming. And Esau is also going to be coming down with harsh laws, all right, because he knows that he has a little bit of time. That's what he's doing right now. In those protests, he has a lot of agents, provocateurs, that go out there and break into places and do all kinds of crazy shit, all right, in order to get a reaction out of more people to follow them. Just like in the movie The Purge, all right? In the movie The Purge, you had Jacob, all right? You had Israel, Jakes, you had Israelites that were out there, and they threw a party, man. They threw a block party, when that lockdown happened. And what happened? Nobody participated in the purge. So what did Esau do? He sent his provocateurs to set things on fire, to start wars, all right, to start killing each other. This is the man. He's putting it in front of your face, and people aren't believing it, man. But it says, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness. Now, what are those clouds, man? Those clouds are the mushroom clouds, all right, from the explosions of the ICBMs. Also, there's going to be so many ICBMs that the sky is going to get dark. All right. It says 200,000. That's 200 million missiles that are going to be coming for America, man. It says, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and strong, there hath never been the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. All right. And those many generations are coming up, man. That time is coming up right now, And what are those great people and strong? The ICBM missiles. There's never been ICBM missiles before the time of World War II. There has not been nuclear missiles, man. The way that America dropped the only nuke, all right, the only nuclear weapon in the world, America is still the only one to do it. And that's also explained in Revelations 13, man. I believe it's verse 15, if I'm not mistaken, where it says he maketh fire fall from heaven. That's talking about the nuclear missiles. So now it's payback time. These nations have had it with you, man. It says there hath not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. All right. So before them, after they hit, all right, they devour everything with that fire, man. All right. And behind them, when they're up in the air, that flame that burns behind them, that's what's pushing the ICBMs, like that video that I showed. It says the land of the Garden of Eden before them, all right, before they hit, it's like the Garden of Eden. Everything was fine. And behind them, a desolate wilderness. After they hit, all right, what they left behind is nothing but wilderness, man. Desolate. And that goes back to Isaiah 47. Sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. All right. Why? Because you were uncovered. All right. Because you were seen for who you really are. It says, and behind them a desolate wilderness, yea, and nothing shall escape them. You see? Nothing shall escape them. It says, the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen so shall they run. Like the noise of chariots, on the tops of the mountains shall they leap. Now, if you heard a group of horses, a large group of horses running, it sounds like crackling fire. And when you listen to a jet, or you listen to a missile being shot out, all right, that fire that devours, or that fire that crackles behind them, it's the same sound as the horses, man. So that's what that Joel chapter 2 and 5 is talking about. Like the noise of chariots on top of mountains shall they leap, which are what? The silos. It says, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble. You see, as a strong people set in battle array. Strong people set in battle array is what? The weapon, what's it called? The armory that people put on before they go to war. That's the same thing that these missiles have, man. The metal shields that they have. It says, before their face the people shall be much pained. All faces shall gather blackness. Why? Because they're seeing the destruction that's coming. All right. It says, they shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war. They shall march everyone on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks. All right. So it's talking about each one is going to hit their mark. Not one is going to be, blown up in the air. Each one's going to hit their mark, man. And when they hit, they run like mighty men. All right. When you run in a war, you can see the clouds of smoke left behind the horses. Left behind by the horses. You see the clouds of smoke. All right. And you see a line of people running. That's the same thing that these missiles are doing, man. When they hit that cloud of running smoke, it's going to be going through walls. It's going to be going through windows, going into houses like a thief. It says, neither shall one thrust another. You see, so not one is going to hit against another. They shall walk everyone in his path. And when they fall upon the sword, which is what? THAAD, all right, the defense missiles, they shall not be wounded. Why? Because they're going to be driven by the hand of the Most High, man. With the technology that was given to China and Russia, all right, with that technology, not one is going to miss their mark. They shall run to and fro in the city, all right. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up on the houses. They shall enter at the windows like a thief. You see? So nobody can stop these missiles from coming, man. And that destruction is coming. THAAD is going to be completely useless against the ballistic missiles that are coming, man. All right. The earth shall quake before them. Why? Because when that thing hits, man, it's going to it's going to vibrate the earth. Like it says in the book of Isaiah, the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, because of the war that's going to be going on. It says the heavens shall tremble, the sun and the moon shall be dark. All right. And the stars shall withdraw their shining. Why? Because of the ICBMs, man. All the radiation, all that stuff is going to be happening while simultaneously, all right, we're going to be saved. The Most High is going to take his elect up to be saved. All right. And we're going to be watching from the chariots of Israel, what the world calls UFOs, unidentified flying objects, but to us they're identified. They're IFOs, all right, because we know exactly what they are. It says, and Yahweh shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great, for he is strong that executeth his word. And the day of Yahweh is great and very terrible, and who can abide it? You see, only the elect, you know, and the elect are going to abide that day, not through their own wit or through their own power, but through the power and the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So I hope that was edifying. And with that, I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And as always, giving all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, Shalom.